Hi, I'm Dr. Anthony Edwards, and I'm the instructor for social media use and education. And today's discussion is going to be about social media and mental health. All right, so let's talk about the influence social media has. So, as you know, social media is something that is very pervasive. It's taking up more and more of the time that people have. And I know, at least on my phone, it actually gives me a reading every week and tells me how much time I spend on my phone. And it'll tell me what kinds of things I've done, like, if I've watched videos or checked emails or things like that. So, more and more people are spending more and more time on it. And also, it can be habitual. All right. And the things that we do on social media, they can actually, in a sense, activate the centers of our brain. They're involved in forming habits. All right. And you can get the dopamine rushes, things like that, that come with, checking to see if your posts get liked, things like that. And it can be habitual. So, all right. And also, social media reach by different platforms can actually be in the billions of people or the hundreds of millions of people. And, like Facebook can have billions of people on it. All right. So, um, these platforms are just affecting lots and lots of people. And we also know that people who are on social media, it tends to drive the actions of people. So they tend to be more likely to buy certain things, attend certain things, go to certain places, exercise. And we don't know, but that could be correlated with just the need to feel like you're showcasing your appearance. But it can have a big, or at least show people that you're doing positive things like exercising, and you want the attention that comes from that. But it can influence people in ways that we think are positive, but it could also influence people in ways that are negative, and that could be true for adults. It could also be true for children. So that, depending on whether you teach in K through 12 or higher education, this could impact your students in both good ways and bad ways. And our job as educators to help them process this and use it in ways that are effective, and to not necessarily let it impact them in ways that are negative. So, social media can have an impact on mental health. There have been studies that show a correlation between the use of social media and things like stress, depression, and anxiety. We have to make sure as researchers that we don't equate correlation with causation. Just because there's correlation doesn't mean that social media causes these things. We know that the temptation to bully other people, to pick on other people, to compare ourselves against others has existed before social media, but we know that social media can magnify the impact of that. All right, so we do have a responsibility not just to teach people how to use the tools to complete an assignment, but to also teach students how to create a positive classroom environment, even outside the physical classroom, and support each other, but also help students to know that social media shouldn't be where their self-esteem comes from. All right, so let's go ahead and start talking about this week's assignments. I know we'll talk a little more about social media policy, but make sure that your district incorporates the social media or the mental health needs of students when incorporating the social media policy. All right, so what are the assignments for this week? So there is a group discussion for your review of research. Again, try to use at least one article from Google Scholar or the Tarleton Library databases. All right, you can use other resources too to supplement that, but make sure you have at least one research article. All right, make sure you post on LinkedIn, and remember to use the hashtag TSUEDTC5356 so that I can easily find it. Tried not to use an article somebody or post something that someone else has already posted, and also just try to contribute something new. And I also encourage you to comment on your classmates' posts. All right. Also, make sure you complete the verification form for the week. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure discussing the topic for the week. And if you like this video, please subscribe and like the video. And we'll see it and share with others who you might find it helpful. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye.